Okay, so
You just
today's Saturday. Move closer.
yeah.
Today's Saturday, August 31st,
Hmm.
2024. We decided on that. And we just arrived at this beautiful, I mean, I think it's beautiful,
Hmm.
wooded location at the Seven Lake Drive.
Hmm.
We are at, on the Bear Mountains. And now, this is the bug spray
Yeah.
that JC brought, and we got also.
Yeah. Hmm.
And we were concerned. Our daughter says to us sometimes, she's laughing at us, concerned, not just concerned, but concerned about the bug situation.
Hmm.
Since there's been already reported some data about um, violent attacks from the bugs on humans and the after effects. JC, do you know anything about it? I don't know.
Well, I don't know about violent attacks, but but I certainly get violent with the mosquitoes. You know, I get violent this way and boom boom like karate chops. This morning I had a mosquito, and I was curled up fine, and it bit my finger, which is like the most annoying place, and so that. But in the larger context, what this is about is we are in a moment where we're at this moment of pandemics, endemics, various viruses going around. Uh, One of the main stories in this realm this week is about mosquito-borne viruses. One of them, here, sit down, please. The one of them
Oh,
is the West Nile virus, which we've all heard about. Actually, the news story was that Anthony Fauci, you know who that is. He's the head of the disease, blah blah. That he came down with
the
West
head
Nile
of disease.
virus, and his quote was that he's never felt worse in his life. So that's a mosquito-borne thing, is West Nile virus. That's related to Zika. Remember Zika?
Mm-hmm.
Something that
Few
happened
years
a
ago.
few years ago when I was in New Orleans. It was Zika warnings were everywhere. That was
And that
many
was
years ago.
transmitted
Yeah,
by mosquitoes as well?
mosquitoes, absolutely.
Wow.
And but the one that really gets my attention because
Mm-hmm.
it sounds just terrible, and I wouldn't want myself or any of my friends or anybody to get it. Is one that carries encephalitis, and it's a certain type of. They call it equine. It means that horses. It has some history with horses. It's a mosquito-borne virus that causes encephalitis, which I don't know all that much
Freezes
about
you.
what happens when you get encephalitis, but I think your brain swells, but it's certainly something that sounds terrible, and it makes me think of just God, what control do we have other than this and other than this of mosquitoes, like something that's I have not lived anywhere where there's not mosquitoes, and I've fantasized of living in a place where there are no mosquitoes. That would
Remember we
make me
talked
happy.
about
Yeah.
cockroaches
Yes.
last time?
Okay.
Same situation.
Hmm.
Always been here, will never die.
Sure.
So we kind of, just to bring back to to what we're trying to say, we basically putting ourselves out to the mosquitoes willingly. We brought ourselves to the mosquitoes
Hmm.
to and then we're gonna experience a chance, because I still believe it's like a random lottery chance that not every mosquito carries that, and it will not find us because we've been just years of practice. But in general, how do we not be concerned to the point of so let's hope this will protect us. Is that what?
Yes, we have to be concerned because the way I hear that the uh, mosquitoes actually you know people die from mosquitoes more often than from anything else,
Hmm.
from the bite of snakes or attack of
Sure.
sharks.
Uh-huh.
So yes, we have
Yeah.
to be concerned,
Yeah.
but
Well, the thing is with a shark or with a rattlesnake, you might have 2 rattlesnakes at the most, but a swarm of mosquitoes, there's got to be like hundreds of them, and you know,
Remember, I started with violent attacks.
perhaps, yeah.
So yes, it could be wild.
Yeah, we are the feast for them.
For them. Okay,
Absolutely.
so in this view, I wanted to bring it back to the spray can we're waving in front of the camera. It's by C.S. Johnson, a family company, and I can make it into an advertisement. So we're here to test on our own bodies, and psychologically we'll have to deal with it, right? To see if this product actually works. How about that? And if not, we may try to sue them for change. Why not?
Well, if any of us comes down with encephalitis or West Nile,
God forbid.
yeah.
But
um,
even
then,
if we
then
suffer
might have the
thinking that
grounds,
we
yeah.
might get it, we can still sue them.
Yeah, but you know,
I'm joking right
Now
now.
we haven't read the small print. There's small print here, and I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere in here that says something like, you know, we are not responsible
For your
and,
delusions.
you bought it, and now you can die and leave us alone.
Yes.
You know, so that I think it's a corporate. You know, Johnson, the Johnson Company. It's not just a family. It's not a family company. It's one of the major corporations where they make like dishwashing soap. They make everything, and it's a conglomerate. You know, chemicals. It's amazing.
And we use all that stuff. You know, they make it for our convenience. But yeah, so there's a lot of toxic everything in this world, and we're here on a quest, on a journey, just to test the mosquitoes, basically. How
Well,
they operate.
it makes me wonder, like, why doesn't this company put whatever's in this mosquito repellent that makes mosquitoes stay away? Why don't they put that in every one of their things so that there wouldn't be such an impact on when there's a mosquito-borne virus. Think about it.
Do you know? I'm
I mean,
pretty
they could put that in everything.
I'm pretty sure. I'm
But
not.
it
I'm
probably
not
pollute our
certain.
world really bad. It's DEET. DEET is what it's called, right? DEET. And I think that they probably make chemical weapons or horrible things.
Of course.
To kill people from that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all right here.
Okay.
Person, Mr. Johnson, actually very nice person.
Mr. Johnson, yeah, and Mrs. Johnson, yes,
And
yes.
I really know him.
Yes.
I met him. I know him. He's pretty cool.
Okay.
Pretty cool, yeah. Excellent.
You've been to his house?
Yeah,
this
I was
place?
in his houses, not one, many. So yeah.
Okay, so
She's
to Mr. and
pretty.
Mrs. Johnson, I mean, the advertisement might be cool. And let's say we come back from this hike and we're safe and untouched. We'll have to do a glamorous promotion of this.
Sure.
We might.
We got to get them to send us money.
Of course, that's
So
why we're
the-
speaking
the-
directly
we
to
can-
Mr. and Mrs. Johnson.
We could put a disclaimer. It will be our small print, but we're just going to verbalize it. You know,
Of course.
Right? So just by you seeing this video, it means that you agree to our terms, which is you give us a lot of money for us saying nice things.
Which
So,
is what we're doing,
We're
right?
expecting a check. So
Expecting a large check,
yes.
and yes, we will have to come up with the amount. After
But
we
it's
come
just-
back safely,
Just for this video, we'll just start with $100,000.
yes,
Yeah?
that's a good start.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a good
starting to-
start.
I feel it's actually nothing for him.
Nothing.
Not-
Exactly.
nothing.
Okay,
Right, and you
so
know
let's
him,
do-
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
why
let's
don't you tell him?
do-
Tell him.
let's
Tell him your
do-
friend.
Yeah, tell
talk
him in
to-
the camera.
talk to-
Make sure you're
talk
visible
to-
in the camera.
Yeah, talk to Mr. Johnson. Say something. Hey, John. Hey, Mr.
Hi,
John.
Mr. Johnson. If you remember me, it was time when you parked my car in your house. So actually, I don't know what to say.
You're gonna ask him for a lot of money. See,
Uh-huh.
not just
But-
ask. You're gonna demand. Yeah.
The man.
Or request.
Violently,
it's
like the way
will be-
we're violent with the mosquitoes. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Fighting against
Go
mosquitoes.
ahead. What are you gonna say?
Well, don't have
Just say
idea
it.
really.
No, you just say it.
The amount. Remember,
Speak-
you,
from your
The
heart,
amount.
yes.
I would say it will be easy for you to. It's about, let's say, 5 million for each of us.
Oh, that sounds
five
good. Yeah.
million for each. Let's do the math. It's really
15
difficult.
million. Yeah. All right.
Right.
Good. Yeah, 15 million. That's good.
So yeah. I mean, that would be a good start because then we could do more toward the cause.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll start
Yeah.
with that amount.
Yeah.
Well,
That
That's
problem,
before Marina gets
that
here because then it
problem-
would be more. So
Oh, right.
So this is a discount. You're getting a
Yeah,
discount.
discount. So 15, and then we'll see how we deal with it.
Alright.
Okay. So we're ready to be on our way. We're finishing this creative and useful useful
Yeah.
presentation.
Super.
Thank you guys.